Okay, so greenwashing versus a green product. I wonder how many of you really know the difference between these two terms and what it means in a larger picture. So, a green product or a green enterprise is a company that supports pollution-free manufacturing, healthy products, and they have opposition to artificial ingredients. They strive to go beyond the minimum federal regulations of a green product. And we see these in the store or online, and it has become a major economic boon to a company to quote unquote go green. However, there's also what's called greenwashing. And it's a practice of companies disingenuously spinning their product and policies to appear environmentally friendly. And so, how do we know if a company is truly green or if they're greenwashing? On the other hand, is this ethical or unethical to appear green without being green? So, this is something that we want to start thinking about. Consumer versus company information appearances. So, greenwashing versus a green enterprise. Most of you know the company Burt's Beeswax. You see their advertisements, you see them at the green aisle. I'm sure many people in this class probably have a Burt's Beeswax chapstick somewhere. So, are they green? Well, let's look at their page. This is their commitment, and you can find this, there is a link to this on the slideshow. So they present themselves as a green company, but are they? Well, would you be interested to know that in 2007, Burt's Beeswax was bought by Clorox? Now, is Clorox a green company, or are they a greenwash product? I know there's probably some people in this class who use the Clorox green product line, which is called the green product line, and they have all different types of things. Are they green? Well, they definitely appear to be green, but then again, it's Clorox, so do we really know? Are they trying to turn green, or are they greenwashing? And I think this is a company that is probably trying to turn their image around, but only time will really tell if they're green or if they're greenwashing. How about GE? Let's look at GE. Their imagination at work. They have an eco-imagination, a healthy imagination link. We've seen their commercials on the Super Bowl Sunday commercial, the little boy running through the old village. He catches wind in a jar and releases it, and it's for their environmentally friendly wind energy. Are they a green company, or are they a green-washed company? Well, in their 2002 report, Titans of the Enron Economy, 10 Habits of Highly Defective Corporations, United for a Fair Economy gave a special Lifetime Achievement Award to GE for scoring the highest average rank across all 10 bad habits, the only company that outranked Enron. And we can look, when you do a research on GE, that they have numerous environmental violations and that they've had many problems over the years in dealing with this. So we can definitely look at this company and start to get a feel that they are more of a green-washed company. But is this ethical? Is this right? Or is it the consumer's responsibility to research and be a responsible shopper? Where does this responsibility lie? And how far can we push these images? Well, let's look at this. Here are some how-tos, do-it-yourself books, DIY books, that were recalled because several errors were leading to possible shocks, possibly even death. Now, ethically, they had to recall these books. They couldn't leave them on the shelf. This caused the company thousands, if not millions of dollars if someone got seriously hurt. There were lawsuits definitely involved. So technical writing and this ethical and legal communication has wide ramifications, but can also be something smaller. Let's say you have faulty instructions that leave your hot chocolate watery and lumpy, a very dissatisfied customer, which may have only cost, $5 out of your pocket. But it can also be as severe as on the bottom, this suit from the 80s was supposed to be completely reflective. However, it didn't reflect vehicle headlights. So cyclists that were out driving or riding their bicycles at night were getting hit by cars. So you have something as minor as a dissatisfied hot chocolate, which costs about $5, to something that is faulty and could ultimately kill you. But yet these things have been tested and put out on the market. Now, there's also other things that we know we're not to trust, right? Like the diet pills that are out there, but they're still out there. Is it ethical that they're out there and these companies know that they don't work, but there's money to be made in that? Or what about businesses that we should trust? There was a series not that long ago where these companies had come out with these healthy menus that were lying on it. Well, it could be something as minor as, all right, you consumed a couple hundred extra calories. But what if there were, let's say, sugar or sodium intake values on there that were wrong, and you're a diabetic or have hypertension and you need to watch your sugar and salt intake? These could have very serious repercussions. But what about this? We know that these things sell. I mean, there's a history for it, but is it ethical? And if so, if we have this idea of freedom of speech and anything can go and it's the consumer's responsibility, not the company's responsibility, what about an advertisement like this? Does this cross a line? Is this ethical? Is this legal? What is this selling? Can you tell by just looking at it?